Hello, my most amazing artist. Today we're going to be creating something called an abstract work of art. An abstract work of art is a work of art that when you look at it, the focus is not necessarily on what the artist was trying to create realistically. Oh, no. It's something that is abstract, meaning that it involves mostly lines, shapes, and color. Those are just a few of the elements of art. The elements of art are the magical ingredients that all artists, including you, use to create their works of art. Why don't we go ahead and learn what those are before we talk about creating? The elements of art are line, shape, color, baby, color, form, value, texture, and space. When an artist is creating an abstract work of art, they might make a work of art that simply is, like my dress almost, lines, shapes, and color. That kind of abstract artwork is called non-objective. We don't see or recognize any of the objects in it. A work of art that's called objective is an abstract piece where you might be able to see a couple of things that look familiar to you, but for the most part, it doesn't look realistic. We are going to be trying our hand at our very own masterpiece, an abstract masterpiece using lines and shapes. We'll be taking some of our favorite words, some happy, positive things that are rolling around in our heads right now to create our abstract masterpiece. We'll also be adding some color. I'm going to share with you how to turn your markers into paint. So let's get started. To begin, decide on whether or not you want your paper to go vertically or horizontally. That's up to you. And then take a marker and outline the paper. I'm just creating a border or a frame. I'm also using a permanent marker, and that's really important. You'll want to do this step with a permanent marker. Next step, break up the paper with two wavy, curvy, straight, zigzag, any kind of line that you wish to use. And I made my lines a little bit thicker by coloring them in. Now let's think of some positive words. Words that make you feel good inside. I'm going with a word like happy. As I write the letters of my word, notice that the top of my letter touches the top of my line. The bottom of my letter stretches all the way down to the bottom of the line. You can even go back and make the letters a little bit thicker by coloring them in so they stand out or contrast a little bit more. But it's important that you stretch that letter from the top of the line all the way to the bottom. Now, here's a really cool trick to paint with markers. I'm using what's called a washable marker. Most markers are washable, and I'm outlining the inside shapes of my letter. Now, to turn your markers into a paint, just add water. The permanent marker is going to stay put. It's permanent. However, the water-based marker that you used will turn into a paint and make for a beautiful abstract masterpiece.